Jesus is now coming from the fold towards them, tall, clad in white, surrounded by the apostles, followed by the shepherds and women. Peace to you all. If my coming here has served to establish the kingdom of God among you, blessed be the Lord. If my coming here has served to make innocence shine, blessed be the Lord. If my coming here in time to prevent a crime serves also the purpose of giving three culprits the possibility of redeeming themselves, blessed be the Lord. Of all the many things on which this day induces us to meditate, and on which we shall be meditating while night falls to envelop in its darkness the joy of two hearts and the remorse of three others, and in its darkness it hides, as in a chaste veil, the joyful tears of the former and the bitter ones of the latter, which, however God sees, there is one thing which points out that there is nothing useless in what God gave as his law. 9. The law given by God, nominally, is strictly observed in Israel. But in actual fact it is not. The law is analyzed, dissected, hashed, to the extent of causing it to die through the torture of petty quibbles. It is there, but as a mummified body. Has no life, no breathing, and no blood circulation, notwithstanding it looks like a body that is motionless because fast asleep, so the law has no life, no breathing, no blood in far too many hearts. One can sit on a mummy as on a stool. One can lay things on a mummy, such as clothes, even filth, if one wishes, and the mummy will not rebel, because it has no life. Likewise too many people make a stool of the law, a place where to lay things or discharge their filth, sure that it will not rebel in their consciences, which are dead. I could compare a large portion of Israel to the petrified forests that one can see strewn in the Nile Valley and in the Egyptian desert. They were woods of living trees, nourished with sap, rustling in the sunshine, with beautiful leaves, flowers, and fruit. They made of the spot where they came up a small earthly paradise, dear to men and to animals, who forgot the desolate aridity of the desert, the parching thirst which sand causes to man, penetrating his throat with its burning dust. They forgot the merciless sun that calcifies corpses in a short time, removing their flesh and turning it into dust, leaving clean skeletons stretched on the sand, so clean that they look as if they had been diligently polished by a workman. They forgot everything in the green rustling shade, rich in water and fruit, which refreshed and comforted them and gave them energy for new journeys. Then, for some unknown reason, like cursed things, they withered like trees that, after dying, still serve to light fires for man, or bonfires to illuminate the night, to keep away wild animals, or disperse the dampness of the night for pilgrims far from their houses. But those did not serve as firewood. They became like stones. The silica of the soil seemed to have climbed from the roots up to the trunk, the branches and leaves, through witchcraft. The winds then broke the thinner branches, which had become like alabaster, which is hard and soft at the same time. But the stronger branches are still there, on the powerful trunks, to deceive tired caravans. In fact, in the dazzling reflection of the sun or the spectral moonlight, caravans can see the shadows of the straight trunks stand out on tablelands or at the bottom of valleys, which receive water only at the time of the fertile floods, and they rush towards the phantom forests, both because they are anxious to find shelter, refreshment, water, and fresh fruit, and because their tired eyes are dazzled by the sun shining on the shadeless sand. True phantoms. Elusive likeness of living bodies. Real presence of dead things. I saw them. Although I was little older than a baby, I remember them as one of the saddest things on the earth. That is how they appeared to me, until I touched, experienced, and weighed the entirely sad things of the earth, because they are completely dead things. Immaterial things, that is dead virtues and dead souls. The former are dead in souls, the latter are dead because they killed themselves. There is the law in Israel. But it is there like the petrified trees in the desert that have become silica, death, deceit. They are things destined to wear away without being of any use. Nay, they are harmful, because they cause mirages that allure people, diverting them from true oases, and thus cause them to die of thirst, hunger, and desolation. They are death, attracting others to death, as we read in certain tales of pagan myths. You have had an instance today of what a law is when it is reduced to stone in a soul that has also become stone. It is all kinds of sins and the cause of misfortune. May this serve you to learn how to live and to let the law live within you, in its integrity, which I enlighten with the light of mercy. It is the dead of night. The stars are looking down at us, and God is looking down at us as well. Look up to the starry sky and elevate your souls to God. And without criticizing the unhappy men already punished by God, and without any pride of being free from such sins, promise to God and to yourselves that you will not fall into the aridity of the cursed trees in the Egyptian deserts and valleys. Peace be with you.